The creation story. In the beginning, there was absolutely nothing. No sky, no land, no stars or sun, only deep, endless darkness and silent, swirling waters. Time itself had not yet begun. But even then, God's Spirit was there, quietly moving over the waters like a soft breeze. Then, with power and purpose, God spoke. "Let there be light." And suddenly, light burst into the world, bright, clean, and pure. It pushed back the darkness and revealed the first glimpse of beauty. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness, giving each its own time. He named the light day, and the darkness night. That was the first day. On the second day, God looked upon the waters and gave another command. He said, "Let there be a space between the waters to divide them from each other." At His word, a wide space stretched out, a sky arching like a dome over the earth. It stood between the waters below and the misty waters above. This great expanse, filled with air and open space, was peaceful and clear. God called this space heaven, or sky. It was good and beautiful, a perfect home for what would come next. That was the second day. On the third day, God spoke again. "Let the waters under the sky be gathered together, and let dry land appear." At once, the seas rolled back, and dry ground rose up. God called the dry land earth, and the gathered waters He called seas. He looked at them and saw that they were good, but He wasn't done. God then said, "Let the earth grow plants, grasses, flowers, trees, and fruit." And the earth responded with a burst of color and life. Green plants covered the ground. Trees grew tall, their branches heavy with fruit. Each plant carried seeds so it could grow more of its kind. God saw the beauty of the earth filled with living green. That was the third day. Then, on the fourth day, God said, "Let there be lights in the sky to shine on the earth, to mark the days and seasons and years." And so, God made two great lights, the sun to rule the day and shine warmly over the land, and the moon to rule the night, casting a gentle glow. Then He also made countless stars, spreading them across the sky like sparkling jewels. These lights moved in rhythm, giving signs for time and guiding the world in its daily cycle. The sun rose and set, the moon waxed and waned, and stars watched quietly from above. God placed them in the sky and saw that it was all good. That was the fourth day. On the fifth day, God turned to the sea and sky. He said, "Let the waters be filled with living creatures, and let birds fly in the sky above the earth." At once, the oceans filled with movement. Whales leapt, fish darted through coral reefs, and sea turtles glided silently. The waters danced with life. In the sky, wings flapped for the first time. Birds of all colors and shapes soared, chirped, and sang. God saw how wonderful it was and gave them a blessing. "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the seas and the skies." Creation sang with life. That was the fifth day. On the sixth day, God said, "Let the land bring forth living creatures, every kind, livestock, wild animals, and crawling things." And so the land rumbled with life. Elephants roamed, lions roared, sheep grazed, and rabbits hopped. Every kind of animal came to be, each unique and full of purpose. Then God did something even more special. He said, "Let us make humans in our image." So, from the dust, he shaped a man, Adam, and breathed into him the breath of life. Adam opened his eyes and lived. Later, God made a woman, Eve, to be with him. He gave them both a blessing and said, "Be fruitful, fill the earth, take care of it." God looked at everything he had made, plants, animals, people, and saw that it was very good. That was the sixth day. By the seventh day, all of creation was finished. The stars were shining, the seas were alive, the forests were green, and man and woman walked in a perfect garden. So God rested, not because he was tired, but to show the value of peace and reflection. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy, a special day of rest. He placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, a place full of beauty and harmony. There, they walked with God, free and unashamed. Everything was just as it was meant to be. That was the seventh day. Thank you for watching. God bless you.